Well, a fine morning to everyone. I'm Clyde with PT3D, and today we are going to continue with part 4 of the functional 3D printing series. So I am doing this as a hangout. So if you would like to join me on the hangout, all you need to do is ask and I will give it to you. But I'm not posting it in the chat because, well, I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm going to send out a couple of invites, see if anybody wants to show up. We're going to try something a little different today, and we are going to also do myself as a secondary login so we can go out to the sink faucet, and we will do that in just a moment. Let's see. We're going to add a couple. And what we can do is we can let everybody know that we are on the tube. So I just need to pull up the chat window so we can get started. So how's everybody doing this morning? It's really all that matters. I want to make sure you are doing okay. And if you're doing okay, I am happy to hear that. It'll be I don't have the stamina for like those Jagunda like long live streams. We're going to do a little bit of Fusion 360, and we're going to go check out some of our details. Invites have been sent, and I am going to scroll through and see if I can find. I'm going to launch Fusion 360. So we're going to do that real quick and get that loading while we do our other part. So now all I need to do is go into here and post a link for myself. And I'm going to log in with that. So we're going to do that real quick. Let's send a message. Let's send a message to you. Okay, I won't sing. I promise. Sorry. Excuse me. All right, so now what I am going to do is I'm going to pull up my Hangout on my phone. And what we'll do is we'll go out to the other room and we will do some video from out there. So we're going to do that real quick. Boom. So I'm going to join in. Oops. Hold on a second. Yes, proceed. Okay. Let's mute that for a second. Really got to work on my etiquette here. Hold on. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So now what we got to do is we got to get my mouse out of the way here. And we have got to go look at our stuff. So tools. We have our calipers. And we have our measuring device. So we're going to go out and do that real quick. All righty. So let's see if we can't swap our camera angle. Swap our camera angle. Hello? All right, I can't tell if I'm swapping it or not. All right, let's try that. There we go. Okay, so we were looking for some measurements. So what we want to do is we're going to check a wall distance to make sure that we're somewhere close to the vicinity that we want to be. We're a little bit far, I think. So I think what we need to do, see, this doesn't, you can't see it, sorry. We need to get this to go back just a little bit farther. So we need to go back that way just a little bit. So that's a little bit, just, yeah, I mean, it's vertically, it's fine, but I need to pull back just a tiny bit so that 85 inches is just a little bit too big. So we're going to take our calipers. We're going to see what our actual measurements are. So that's what we're doing right now. All right, so calipers. And the first is we're going to check our faucet. All right, so we're looking at about 30 millimeters on that. And then we want to go from here to the wall. So we're going to pull that out just a little bit. And we're going to see how close we can get. So probably maybe around 66, 67. Because we want to pull this back just a little bit. So it's a little bit straighter, but we don't want to go too far back. And then we're going to take our measurements and we're going to transfer them to the back of our stick. So the first measurement is 70 millimeters. That's what we're going to go with from here to here on the wall. And our other measurement is important. That's our 30 millimeters. And why is that relevant? Well, because the 30 millimeters is what we need to kind of encompass our little clamp doohickey system. Now, the only thing I didn't measure was the height, but we can work on that next. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to disconnect from here and go back to the other chat. So 1 second. There you go. Now you can hear me. All right, and I got to turn my audio on so I can hear. And we're going to flip over to our morning stuff. Yeah, sorry about that, Matt. And I can't see anything because my cat's in the way. Oh, and I got to grab my coffee. So we're going to do that real quick. All right, Cat, you are in the way officially now. Good morning, Michael Grooms, Doug and Debbie Army Mod Squad. Are you going to stay up there the whole time or what? Because we have work to do. We do. Ow. You have sharp claws. Ow. Why? Why? Ow. Oh, boy, you got claws. Ah. Okay. Our episode is sponsored by Cat Butt and Claws. Oh. Good morning, Mr. Buttram. Ow. That's what you get. Look what you did. Can you get your... Thank you. How amusing. And that is one half of the Black Cat Mafia for your viewing pleasure. I don't remember what I had this connected to, so I guess we're just going to lift up on something and hope we can get it tucked in underneath it and keep it out of the way. All right. Now that our distractions are gone, good morning, Minnesota Maker. If anybody really wants to join me on our hangout, you are more than welcome. Just send me your Discord information and I will direct message you. All right, all business. Let's do this. Oh, boy, what a morning. Just gonna hang out. Maybe we'll draw some happy little trees. Greg, that's right. Sorry. Horrible with first names. We're going to do a little pencil sharpening here. We got a little ruler. Happy little ruler. All right. Let's put that back up in there. Itch my neck because number one, I got a haircut this morning, and number two, my cat just stabbed me in the neck with his claws. Good. What is PC3D up to today? Well, did I change my channel name, Ron? Oh, God, that's funny. Ron, where are you? I can add you too as well if you like. But you'll have to post your name in the Discord or the Discord name so I can look you up. And I would be happy to add you if you wish to join on here. Well, and it is a pleasure to have you. Can I just abbreviate and say Michael? Is that okay and acceptable with you? What we could do real quick, because, we'd like to share the love a little before we really roll into getting this thing just going crazy. Because we like to do that. And we like to know who's coming into our channel, So what we're going to do is we're going to pull you up. This is Michael Grooms, Doug and Debbie Army Mod Squad. So it looks like you got some gaming, like Grand Theft Auto. Not bad. Like your logo up there. Store number 1113278. Got a little about tab. Nice. Excellent. So there you guys go. You should check them out. We'll do the old subscribe. I would do the notification icon, but I have a lot of notifications and I do not want to do injustice to you. So I don't do everybody's as notifications because mostly I'm a 3D printing channel, but I also love to meet new people and to hang out. So there you go, buddy. All right, so let's see what else we want to do. We should probably fix our OBS here in a second, but you know what? We don't need to do the Fusion 360 yet. We still need the camera. So, but we have lots of awesome people that are in our channel right now. So, and like I said, Ron, if you want to join us in the Hangout, you are welcome. Just let me know how to find you on Discord, or I could just send you a message in Twitter. I suppose I could do that as well. So anyway, this is part 4. As you know, I made this handy dandy little tool the other day, and that was just so I could make sure that I had enough distance from the wall and enough width for the rest of the stuff to accommodate the faucet. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. And we're going to start getting into the design component of that in just a second. You also have to forgive me if I do something weird because I'm getting used to this thumb style trackball mouse that's wireless. I think from the wife. She let me have that, so I'm very happy about that. So it's an excellent. Oh, I forgot to say. Let me get this closer. Happy Valentine's Day to you. I don't know if that came off as creepy, but you know, hey, happy Thanksgiving, or happy Thanksgiving, happy Valentine's Day. Yes, on a Thursday. All right. So first, what we got to do here is I don't have my auxiliary tripod. So I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way and like bend my camera down here. So now you have the happy little view of my camera, like so. Thusly. I like to say thusly. All right, so this is the view you have, which is excellent, I hope. You hate February 14th. Well, I would say that it's kind of a bit of a Hallmark holiday more than anything else. But I also have the two small kids, and they love the candy or the chocolate and the cards. So I suppose it is what it is. And I tend to agree that it's not really much of a thing for me. But, you know, some people like it. So where is my calibration stick? There it is. All right, so we're looking at 30 millimeters, which is basically right here. So that's our 30 millimeters. So this will be the faucet component. So what I need to have is, yep, creepy. Thanks, Ryan. Well, let's see. Here, let's move this microphone over a little bit so I can keep it at least close to my face. What are we looking for? We're going to want some kind of curve, sort of like that, that's going to sort of wrap around the faucet. Well, and I have a phone call, so if you'll permit me, which I just think is rude, but it's somebody that doesn't usually call me, so never mind. They hung up, so maybe they'll leave a voicemail. So I want to have something that kind of curves around the no, not Power Rangers. That's Doctor Who. Smarty pants. So yeah, we're gonna want some kind of like, you know, kind of a hook sort of style. Kind of goes like this, and then up and into the little like wall plate. So we're gonna want to have a kind of a bring this down a little bit, taper, and then we're gonna want to go something like that. Maybe we'll draw a happy little tree. And then, of course, we have to have our screw holes. So basically, it's a hook. I mean, that's what it's designed for. That's what it's going to do. Hello, Don. How are you today? So yeah, this is pretty much the start of it. The only difference is that right here, you can see this. We want to have, maybe we'll cut these corners off, give it a soft, you know, edge sort of thing, so it's not too crazy. We want to have, you know, enough screw holes to hold it on, and then we're going to have our, you know, our bracket kind of here, and then we'll have another bracket here. I don't think we're going to go for this full 70 millimeter height, so we'll probably go for something a little bit shorter than that. So let's take a look. Doctor Who is actually an interesting show. It really depends on your flavor. You could go for the original series, or you could go for the new series, which I've heard is actually pretty good too. So why don't we try to look at doing a 60 millimeter gap. So we're going to do the gap between these two at 60 millimeters or 6 centimeters. And I think we've got pretty much everything we need. So we know that the distance from here to the inside of the hook right here. So we'll make a kind of a little line here. So right in here, from there to here is 70 millimeters. So that's important. Well, actually, sorry, it's not 70 millimeters here, but that's this line here from here. I can't even draw it today. And this right here, it's important because this is the overall gap that we're going to have, or the distance from the faucet to the wall plate. So we want to make sure that right here is 70 millimeters and no greater. But we also have to include the back side of this because this is part of that distance. So it's important. It's like, okay, so make sure I remember that. The wall plate itself, I don't think it has to be that big. I mean, we could do like a 60 by 60 square, but I think 50 millimeters would be sufficient. So why don't we start with 50 millimeter width and a 70 millimeter or 80 millimeter height. So let's do 80 and see how that looks. I think those are all the measurements we need other than our thickness. 5 millimeters, I think is what this is, or 6 millimeters. Let's see. So we're gonna, okay, so we're looking at about 5 millimeters. Let me, sorry, I'm gonna be rude and just mute for a second. Hold on. No, my microphone isn't dead. I muted it. And you guys can try and scream all you want, but you're not in the Google Hangout. So I'm sorry. That's just going to be like, you know, you're going to have to, let's see how loud you can get in the chat. Oh my goodness. All right. So I think we decided on an 8 millimeter thickness. So we're going to do a top plate, bottom plate, 8 millimeter thickness. Now there is another thing we can try. I don't know if it'll work though. And I don't know how brave I feel about doing something like this. But here, we'll move the camera now that we have finished our little doodling process, so we kind of know where we're going with this. So let's move you guys over here. That way I can see the chat. And I can see the Hangout. Let me see. Where is my... Oh, there's the chat. Because I really don't need to see myself. So I'm going to pause myself because I just need to see you guys. So maybe I'll pop the chat out. Because that works better, I suppose. As long as it's behaving today. YouTube stuff has been just weird and glitchy at times. Oh, and you guys want to hear yourself. Oh, I'm so silly. See, this is, you should have just spelled it out for me, and it would have worked better. All right, hold on. We're going to do this. Let's go to... That way, if I miss anything, I don't have to worry about it too much. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, went to the kitchen, came back, and thought live was dead. Well, I don't think it is. I think you can hear me, right? I hope you can hear me because we're getting ready to do the design process, and we don't want to, like, you know, we want to get goofy, crazy and stuff. All right, so we're gonna resize our scren. So here's that. We are going to move our camera up here.
Yep.
Yep. Love that. Yep. That was it. Just yap. Let's see. Let's put me down here on the bottom left. I don't have a trash can down here, so I can put myself in there. All right. There we go. All right. I'm going to get my windows back so I can see again. All right, get chatty. I want to see if this speech chat douchebot's working. All right, so our first goal is to decide how we want to do this. There's a couple of different things we could do. I'm not in love with either one of them, to be honest. But what we'll do is we'll start with our little square, our happy little square. Wow, this is so weird trying to do this without a regular mouse. Let's see. So we wanted to try a 50 by 80. So this is going to be our 80. This will be our 50. That's going to give us our little rectangle. What I was talking about is if I want to do this, and we can certainly try it. First off, let's find our center point. So here's one. And then we'll do our other one, which is here. So we'll do that one here. Yeah. We're going to need screw holes. So we're going to want to figure that out next. So let's, first off, let's find our... Wow, this thing is driving me nuts. Hold on a second. I need to move my mouse a little closer so I can use it effectively. It's supposed to be face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy. I have that disabled, so it doesn't work. Yeah. All right. So what we can do, and I think this is a great tool, and this is also thanks to Tom, aka Tommy Llama. Whoa, what did I just do there? That's neat. Ooh, I may have to save this and do this like another time because that was neat. I don't know how I did that. Huh? Isn't that cool? I'll have to figure out how I did that some other time. That was funny. I did not intend to do that, but I now know. Look at that. Oh, that is cool. A tool that I did not know I could do. Okay, we're gonna play with this for a second. Now that looks ucky. Ucky. I tell you, ucky. Let's get that. I want it to be in here. Because if it's that easy, why are you doing this to me? I don't want it like that.
Spline tool.
Yeah, it is, but I wanted to do it like this, how I did the last one, but I don't know how I managed to pull that off. Because I'd like to, yeah, see, it's trying to curve at the wrong side. I want it to curve in the inside. Anyway, sorry, that was like, well, I'll go back to doing that another time. That was just fun. I've never actually done that before. Uh-oh, I was like, let me do a straight tool. Stop it. Okay, I see what I was doing. Yes, I should have thought of that because, yes, you're right. I am using the spline tool. All right, so what you can do is you can take this. You can go over here and make it a construction line, which I highly recommend because it takes less time to load a construction line than it does to load a spline, especially if you're not planning on using said spline. So now,
Textbook tears.
nice.
Of joy.
There you go. Now you're getting it. So now we kind of want to work in this general vicinity. So now I will put a spline here, and I'm just going to go straight across. And then I'll connect that one here. And again, there's a reason I'm doing this. This is probably the long way to get around it, but all right. So I want maximum surface area on this. We need holes. So I don't know what kind of screws I want to use, which I guess what do we got for screws in here? Anything? Maybe let's use this screw as a.
Hawk would be so proud, lol.
Yes, he would.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Scalda. How are you today? I'm just puttering around with design stuff. So this is a 3 3/4 millimeter. We call that 4 millimeter. So why don't we make a 3 millimeter hole with a bezel?
Hi, Skalda. Good, thanks. Hey, School Date. Hey, Minnesota Maker.
They called you Skull Date.
Hey, Canadian Maker Project.
That's funny. All right, so we're going to do 3 millimeters. Oh, let's see. So we're going to probably, let's see.
Too early in the morning, man. Where's the coffee?
Oh, the coffee's right next to me. Right here. Thanks for asking, Dave. All right.
What are we designing?
Well, this is the continuation of the functional printing project series that I'm doing. I got a new faucet, and my metal basin is just a little thin, so the faucet's actually a bit heavy, so it pulls this way. And it's not that I'm worried about it breaking, it's more about my kids. You know, when they're using stuff, or if somebody wants to use the sprayer or stuff, they're going to pull on it, and everything has a lot of deflection because of that. So bracket is what I'm working on for that, aka a functional print. So that's what I'm designing right now. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. You got a notification? Man, that's like 2 for 2, isn't it?
I actually got a notification. Unbelievable. Very nice. Heathens.
Heathens. All right, so we're gonna go 3mm. It still seems a little bit close. I'm kind of worried about blowout is what I'm worried about here. So I may move that over a little bit. That only gives me about 2mm of perimeter. So when you put a screw in there, it's probably going to go, and it's going to try to push out the plastic. Nice. That's very cool.
I am currently designing a printer enclosure to potential sell via the company. No, this is my first SMS.
Your first. Okay. Let's see if we can't. There we go. Okay, I think I can deal with that. That looks a little bit better than the other one did. All right, again, these are just reference lines. So you can go through and you can multi-select these lines, or the splines, or whatever you want to call them. And you can just switch them over to construction lines.
Are you using Streamlabs or OBS, Clyde? My voice is so bad.
I'm using OBS today. I do have Streamlabs as well. It's just that for what I'm doing here.
SMS notification about your stream.
Oh, okay. I got you. Nice. I just have it set up for OBS. I haven't gotten around to swapping over everything to Streamlabs just yet. I do have it. When I do Streamlabs, I do multi-streamcast. So I just essentially, I haven't done it yet. So you go with what you know, or you go with what you're comfortable with, and OBS is just as quick to fire up. I have no excuse. I can keep talking about why I don't do something, but honestly, I just didn't do it. So I don't even think it occurred to me when I started the stream to use that. So there you go. All right, so we got our holes. Let's see. We are going to stick in this area of the world. The question is, do we want to make this a one piece, or do we... Morning, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Do you think it is possible to use OBS and Hangouts when you are live on YouTube?
Hello. Believe so.
Come on, all we have us here, and we only got likes. Come on, all let's pump DTHE likes up.
Thanks, Ron. Oh, let's see.
Hi, Mike.
That's going to change the way I design this. So, I think 5mm on the plate is going to be okay. What I need to decide, this is the part I need to decide, which we can do in a minute, so I don't have to do it this second. I think we're done with the sketch. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, oh, see, these are reference lines where they should be. So let me go back into that view. I totally forgot to make these reference lines. Somebody should have yelled at me. Make that a reference line. I didn't. I will do that now. All right, there we go. So now, and the other cool thing about doing reference lines is that now when I select this, it selects the whole surface instead of just the little grid. So I don't have to go through and like shift click and, you know, multi-select, which makes that a whole lot easier and it goes a lot faster. So we're going to do this at 5 millimeters. And we're going to call that good. So there's our basically our plate. This is our starting point and what we're going to do. So let's see if I can figure out how to. Nope. Wow, I'm just like trying to relearn how to do this stuff again because there we go. Wow, I tell you what, when you're using a different mouse, it actually does make all the difference when you're trying to remember how to do stuff. All right, so now we've got our square. Obviously, we need to have our sketches showing, so we're going to pop those back out because we need our reference points because we're going to build on these reference points. How we're going to build on these reference points is where it's going to get interesting. So that's what I got to figure out next is how I want to do this. Because there's, like I said, there's two different ways I could go about doing this. I could do this where, you know what, why don't we just do it?
I think Clyde messing with AD mouse.
Well, no, it's not a 3D mouse. It's a thumb trackball. I've not really used these for doing this kind of stuff before, so it's taking me a little bit longer because I just started using it like today, really. So that would be why it's a problem. Probably shouldn't have done it while we were doing a stream today, but you know what? Let's switch to a center square. See which celebrity we get. All right, so we're going to make it. We want to do an 8 millimeter thickness. So let's do 8. 8.2.
Haven to you overhears you what you know.
8.2 by what? Oh,
Center gets the square.
I knew somebody was going to get that one. All right, so we don't need anything that big going that way, but we have an 8 millimeter thickness square.
Lol.
I suppose we could just do it 8 by 8. Keep our math easy. Let's try that. There's our square. Actually, I don't really care for that. No, let's do 16. Kind of love that a little bit more. So 8.2 by 16. Okay, so that's those. Remember those numbers. Oh, I did it.
Sounds we hijack the chat, lol.
That's all right. The chat is yours. Talk to each other. Have a good time. 8.2 by 16. So 8.2 by 16. And I shouldn't sing. Sorry. I gotta stop doing that. This episode has been recorded in front of a live studio audience, just so you know. All right, so what we can do now, stop our sketch, and wow, that's not working. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. All right, so this is our. Actually, some of these functions are actually difficult with this. I think I'd rather have one of those like hand trackballs. I don't know what you call those. The bigger ones though. Not the thumb style. But all right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to extrude this. John Mack, how are you? Sorry,
Hi, Mr. Bootram.
I didn't see you there.
Will you texture this too so water can drain off, or make it tight enough so water or gunk DOESNT get caught between the bracket and pipe?
Well, this is going to be on the window
Doing fine.
trim. So I don't think I have to worry about that too much, hopefully. We can put a gasket in there, maybe some silicone or some caulk. Okay, so negative. We did this plate 6, so let's do this at 7 millimeters as an extrusion. Cut, yes. All right, so now we got a hole. Look, it's a hole. Yay! Oops, wrong button. All right. This is great. It's great. All right.
Where is Hulk?
I don't know. Yep. I could see why that one got
I
hidden.
thought it was wrapping around the faucet and attaching to the wall.
It is, but it's up high enough that I don't think I have to worry about the overall, you know, water getting in, because it's like halfway up the faucet. So unless of course my kids go nuts, and then we may have to revisit that. But for right now, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so I did this at 8.2. So what? Oops. I hate when I do that. Pop sketch. Put that in the wrong face. I want it on this face. There we go. So what I can do now.
Have you met your K-heads?
Yes, I have, unfortunately. Okay, so we did 8.2 by 16, I believe.
Oh, maybe you have.
8.2 by 16, so we want a 3 millimeter.
Well,
on
Astley,
each
you
side.
should tell Hawk where we are so he can shower us all with Facebook tears of joy.
Oh, yeah. Facebook tears of
Pleased
joy.
on tea.
7, 18, 19. Oh, that's not going to work either. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's only going to give me, I need 3 millimeters on each side. So 11, that's going to be 14.2. That would be 16. So this should be.
Morning, guys.
Wow, that was cool, Rover. How you doing? You got the real voice. Everybody else has got these high-pitched ones. Okay, so we're going to go with 22.
Hi, Rover. Rover here.
And we're going to go with 14.2. It should give us our 3 millimeters.
Not it is a Barty. Oh, it's a random voice. Now I meant.
Well, it is a random voice to a degree.
Morning. Hi, Rover.
But it's a random only until you get assigned, and then it sticks with you. So you're stuck with it. So if you get a high-pitched one, that's yours for life. And you got to make sure you say things like bollocks, because that's just funny. All right, so we're going to get this one. And again, 14.2. And hopefully this will make sense in a second of what I'm doing, which unlike most things I do. Nice. All right, so we're going to...
But mine is lower pitch.
Right?
Only random woman voice. Great, I am a British high-pitched female.
It's amusing to me, so that's really all that matters. All right, so now we're going to extrude this. So we need, let's go with 4. We'll split the difference.
Bollocks, tears of joy.
Bollocks, tears of joy?
Lol, shatter-raddle.
All right, so we're going to do negative. Oops, that's not even a, it would probably freak out if I tried that. Okay, there we go. So that is our slot. Ooh, wow, that's farther than I thought. I thought I did that at 8. Oh, no, I didn't. Ooh, I should not do that.
I think is a bit Australian sounding. Bloody hell, I am running from raptors all the time now.
That is true. You know what? We're going to leave it this way because all the lateral force is going to be... man, now we probably shouldn't. Crook. All right, let's try this again. This time we're going to try... I didn't want to do it that way, though. I may have to make this a little bit bigger than I thought. Hold on a sec. Let's revisit this thing. What did we do? This is... we do 5 millimeters on this?
Use your words, not just big ones.
All right, so it is 5. So what we'll do is we will make this a little bit bigger.
Looks like a light switch almost.
Kinda. It's going to be a pass-through plate. So what we're going to do is mess things up totally by doing it this way, but we're going to do it anyway. Actually, you know what? No, I won't have to mess it up. I can do it this way. Go from the front face. So we will select the front face, which kind of stinks a little because now I'm going to have to redo those, but that's not a biggie. Oh, what are you doing? What? Okay.
What are you printing with? Do you know your tensile strength?
Nope.
Watch Clyde break his design now.
Well, I always break things, so it's all good. All right, let's get rid of these. All right. There we go. We're going to extrude this another 3 millimeters.
Lol.
There we go. Now we should have enough space to work with. Bummer, though. But that's all right. You know, that's why we have the developing process and why, you know, we do this. It's not broken. But it might get broken. We want this face again. And we are going to do this again. So we're doing that 14.2 by 22. All right, so that one's done. And then we got to do the same up here. Can't believe nobody has like jumped in on the Hangout.
What classic will you be using for this?
PLA first and then PETG.
Sorry, Clyde, I can TI, but I had to go to a doctor's appointment here this morning.
Oh, I know, bud. That's why I was surprised to see you jump in. But I'm glad to see you on there. And where is... I did send our usual suspects link. So this is 22. Yes. we're going to stop our sketch. We're going to go like this. I don't know why that's showing up as not a reference line, though. But that's all right. And
He sent you a private DM on Discord, Clyde.
okay.
Last night, early this AM, I made a V-shaped mitre box for Thomas Arduino makes in Tinkercad.
Nice. I haven't really spent a lot of time with Tinkercad. All right, I think, yeah, that should be okay. All right, so now all we got to do is diggy diggy deet, deet diggy diggy deet. Get these done. Really? Multify.
Catch in an hour. Gotta get ready for work, bud.
All right, buddy.
My Fusion will not let me export file out.
Really?
I set up Xdesign account to play with it. It is in public beta will July free. You were singing Sandstorm. Are you going to add a thread to the holes? What the hell y'all doing, lol?
No, I'm not gonna. Tom, how are you?
Later, Shatterroundle.
Did I say?
I am Bark.
Welcome back, Don. Let's do this. No threads this time. Not really necessary for this particular project. So I wanted to make sure that
ODUOCHE yeah.
oh, douchebot, yeah. Well, I had to, and it's in the spirit of Mike. It's Mike. He likes douchebot. So we have douchebot. Unless of course it annoys me, and I'll turn it off. But it's kind of cool because it gives you guys a voice.
Run high TS back high the German deep printing nerd on.
Let's see.
Hi, Rover.
Let's see. Oh, what a glorious, glorious morning. No idea what I'm looking at here.
I think Facebook tears of joy and emoticon got filtered.
Did it? Oh, yeah, I did. You got to do it manually. You have to do it manually because I disabled the emojis because they're so easy to just spam. All right, back to what I was doing. Oh, yeah. What the
Anyone use streaming TV over cable? Comcast is raping me now. Or John, do it like this. Bollocks. Well done, Clyde. But that has the fun spamming douchebot.
All right. So anyway, yes, Tom, Twitter message. Go.
Facebook tears of joy.
All right, so now now that we're done with this, this is it. That's the.
Need to slow her down.
I have nothing to do with her. She just does what she wants to do. You correct her because I'm not getting yelled at. Last thing I want to do is make a computer-generated voice angry. I've done it with my GPS, and let me tell you, it didn't go well. Yes, Tom, if you want to help me with...
Lol, that's not Facebook, but face with. GSA saucy minx.
I saw that before she said it. I know. No, it's not Tom, but they like to do that too because we all started that with the whole Facebook Tears of Joy. Anyway, long story. But yes, Twitter, if you're free and you want to pop in real quick.
Okay, what you need?
Because I got to do a vertical now. If you can see what I'm talking about, this is the slot.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm creating a. Let's see if I can just demonstrate this on a piece of paper. I think you probably already know.
And likes come on, people smack that like.
Smack it like you mean it. So yes, anyway, so here's the plate, and it's going to go true here and whoop into the hook. Okay, horrible drawing, Tom, but this is what I'm doing. That's
Alright, I'll boot you, lol, very evil grin.
That's the plate with those slots that you see right there. And what I got to do is I'm going to take this plate.
Soon better is Rover, does it?
Pop it through, and it curves around, and then it's going to be held to the wall with the other thing. So I need to design this plate. Yeah. Anyway. I think you get that, right? So it's going to be height-wise. This will be height-wise the same as the opening. And then it'll kind of hook around. And this is where the faucet's going to be. So I got to do one that goes this way.
Is this for the faucet?
Yes. So one's going to go through. Well, you could just jump on if you want. One's going to go this way. One's going to go the other way. It shouldn't make a difference. I should be able to do one of these as a design and then print two of them. And they should work exactly the same. So that's what I'm doing. Facebook Tears of Joy. All right. So now we got to go.
You do know this is all unneeded if all the proper plates are in place.
Well, of course. But all the proper plates aren't in place. So I'm making a proper plate. Sometimes you just want to design stuff for the sake of designing stuff.
Facebook Tears of Joy.
So you're just trying to spin up Tom now.
Say it slower.
Slower. Oh, slower.
Oh, hi, Mark. I highly doubt it LL hold well, to be honest. Better off holding from underneath. Canadian makeup project boot to the head, he.
Ben! Well, you're probably
Support.
right. But again, it's a design.
Walk, wig, and tea, spam Clyde.
Well, you can, but you would have to work for it.
Haha, what a douche, but this is ILLB, nice promise.
a hook. I choose you. Oh. Really? You're going to make me do that? Man, I don't like you anymore. That is not nice. It's not nice at all. Stay a while and listen. Liar!
Hey,
Liar!
Lana. Fact book Tears of Joy.
That
Hey,
book?
Ben. Hi, Hawk D. Proso. Liar. Hi, Don.
What's a
Hi,
fact
Rover.
book? Face a
Hi,
tears
Ben.
of joy. Rectangular.
Hey, Hawk D. Proso.
Whoa, what the
I'm
heck?
wondering if I can spam the channel.
Wonder away. I'm going to do this.
Did she just call me fat?
I don't think so.
This woman is bonkers. Yes, talking too quick. Now too slow. Buzzer D. Proso.
Let's see.
Hi, Minnesota Maker.
Oh, oops. That would not work. There we go. That'll
Hey, Squalder.
that
Lolololo.
should work. And what did
Let us just right. Okay, I am done.
oh god.
Time to find a break in the code.
The Matrix has you.
So what is this part now?
This is well,
Facebook Tears of Joy. Facebook Tears of Joy.
I can go show you again.
Facebook Tears of Joy.
But you'll have to give me 1 second. So bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. There we go. Ben. All right. Well, just because I did show earlier, but I'll come back out here. This is part 4 of my little mini series that I'm doing right now. And what it is it's you can probably see this is my faucet, the new one. This is flimsy. See? Flimsy. So it's an old sink, old countertop. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a bracket right here that's going to help support this monstrosity of a faucet that you can see moves, mostly to protect it from my kids. And then what it does is it's going to be right here, and it's going to hold it up against the plate. That way, when the kids are using this, it's not going to go crazy. So that is what I'm working on. So now you know. Now I can come back in here. And I can disconnect myself again. There you go. All right, so does that make sense? Well, of course I need to clean my sink. That's a daily thing. I have 2 small children. You asked what I was doing, though. So I showed you. Now this needs to be extruded 4 millimeters.
Haha, looks fun.
So far. So far.
Thanks for showing me love, you long time lol.
All right, new body. There we go.
My copper sink just randomly changed color.
All right, so that's exactly what I want. And then,
Ha 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 ha.
since Tom's not in here talking to me and I have to listen to the chat, I guess. Oh, I can't. Look at. Oh my God, really?
I am crying laughing here. This woman is nuts.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Why are you doing that to me? All right, hold on. Let's see if we can figure out why it's doing that. Oh, okay, I see why. Well, goobers and raisinets, man.
Trying never installed Google Hangouts since new pewter.
Oh, I was not aware of that. I don't think you really need to install Google Hangouts, though. You just got to go to the link.
Mama, tell this woman to shush.
Because I believe it'll run in the browser regardless. See?
Show you what is to Facebook, the tears of joy you got to admit. The voices funny.
Windows open, doing too many different things.
I was hoping I could give you enough crap that you'd finally jump in here.
I was trying. Long story short, I never installed a plugin, and you have to. Chrome has it built in.
Oh,
I've been testing Brave. I don't know if you've heard of Brave, but
no.
It's a new browser. You should try it. I tried it probably a year ago, and it was getting buggy as they were updating it, but it's one of these super secure private browsers. But the big thing is you can actually select to watch certain ads.
On a Mac.
They pay you to watch these ads, and you can use. They don't really pay you; they give you tokens, and you can use these tokens to pay other things with them. Like, if you go to Twitch, you can use the tokens in Twitch to pay a, like Hawk and Ed are always doing it. You can actually, give them $1 or whatever when they're doing their live stream on Twitch with the.
Cowboy.
Yeah, which is actually pretty cool.
Anyway, what you're doing is more than likely going to break. It will not last.
Oh, it probably will. But I mean, it's
in Twitch.
All the force is coming away from the wall, which is what I'm trying for.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know how to describe it. The tension isn't going to hold on a hook that you're printing. It's going to flex the hook and break it off. The best thing you could do, I don't know how to describe it, but to come off the wall with not big, but a more solid piece that wraps around the faucet from the back side, and then make a clamp over the front side.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, no, it does make sense.
Even though you're thinking the pressure is on your side when you're standing at the sink, you need to secure it from the back side. So you need a more solid item behind it, and then just a quick clamp or something around the front. You really just need the proper plates. If you put the proper plates in the faucet, it won't flex.
No, and they make these brackets for that purpose, but I wanted to do basically I just wanted to do it.
That's cool, but the 3D printed hook won't hold.
Well, yeah, you're right. I don't think it will either.
I mean, what I would do is build like a plate that screws to the wall, comes out, an arm comes out, but supports it from the backside with a half round in it that the sink sits in, the faucet sits in, and then just use like a C-clamp or something around it to hold
Everyone does type stuff to make that woman talk hard.
The other thing is that thing's going to move. You need to be able to rotate that head. That rotates, correct?
Yes, that's why I was thinking about doing that, half round, because they're going to be staggered angles. So one's going to be facing one way, one's going to be facing the other way. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just curious to see how this actually functions.
Yeah.
And for how long.
Loud noises.
I don't know how to describe the mechanics of it, but you're actually better off holding it from the back and then just clamping it into place. Than trying to build a big long hook that comes all the way out and around. The hook won't hold. I can tell you that right now.
That's why I'm you skink. Ha 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 ha.
I don't have the chat on, so I can't see what they're typing because I just fired up Chrome real quick. Let's see if I can go back there.
You're telling me I could buy a new sink.
You know what's funny is the Twitter didn't show up right away either. I was like, because you said, "Oh, I sent you a link on Twitter." And I'm like,
might be fun.
Yeah,
and then it finally showed up.
All right, I got to go back into the other.
Okay, where's the 2 tabs? This should bring me in here. I might have to turn the speaker off.
Crying, laughing so funny, sorry.
Speaker off. Breakout chat.
What the? Why is it?
Hawk, I still need to get a hold of you, man. There's something I want us to do that I think me and you would be good at just because we have a similar sense of humor.
Wow, what do you got, bud? Where is what am I missing here? Oh, this is it right here.
So what is this piece you're making? Is this just the wall bracket?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
That's all it is. But I gotta activate this component, and for some reason it's not coming up as a component. It's coming up as a body, so I can't make it active. Oh,
what do you mean?
Usually I have to
Yes, breaking his sink.
right click on it and say make active or whatever. Because if you look on here, oh, okay, no, it automatically did it. Never mind, we're good. I don't know why it did that.
Make active.
Yeah, when I do multiple components, usually I have to select which component I'm working on. Otherwise, link them together in a weird way.
Well, usually you just go down and you select it, and there's a little bubble on the right-hand side that pops out, and you click the little bubble, and it blackens the bubble, and that's the item you're working on.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So this is...
Yes, you, Hawk. We need to do a live streamy thing. We got to sit down and chat someday for a half an hour and just BS and figure out how we do it. I think me and Hawk could do a really nice, a 1 hour show once a week or every other week.
Yeah, well,
it would be fun.
Ben is dirty minded after all. He's fun to have in the chat though.
Yeah, well,
he's fun to have in general.
No, but he has a good sense of humor. But he can. We both can be above and beyond, but we could also both be controlled.
Oh yeah, God,
I mean, you watch his videos. His videos are not like us hanging out in a chat.
No.
Which I think me and him could do a show once a week, or I'm thinking more like every other week. That would be like Fun in the Country Basement or
oh yeah,
JT and the Other Guy. I really like JT and the Other Guy. I'm beginning to watch that more and more and more. Because it's just an hour, and they just kind of goof off, but I think it would be a little more fun to have something across the pond where he's from, Europe and I'm from the U.S. We could have the, differences in printing and, have it actually in an informative show, but still be fun.
Yeah. Well, I think most of what you do is fun anyway.
Well, me and him can get a little rude when we start really getting into it.
Yeah, and I've got a good sense of humor, but I prefer...
Ben is like Mr. Bootram, more fun in chat. 30-minded, what the heck, I am fun to have, I am not a toy monkey, see monkey do. Did you call me fat, John, haha?
You're a wannabe cowboy, it would fail.
I fat my bad.
You're a wannabe cowboy.
Like dogs against humanity.
Oh my God.
You're a wannabe cowboy, it would fail.
Oh God.
Who the hell's a wannabe cowboy? I'm no cowboy. I'm gonna want to be Australian by the hat.
Hey,
This is
those
an
are
outback hat. This isn't a cowboy hat.
They're comfortable hats.
I actually started wearing them to hold my glasses.
Watch
I
us
can't
hat
stand
now.
baseball caps. Everyone around here wears baseball caps. Can't stand baseball caps.
Nah, I'm not a big baseball
No.
cap fan.
I don't really like wearing hats most of the time, but I kind of got used to this. I only started wearing these like 4 or 5 years ago when I used to work at the state.
UTSA Mount Me hat.
Okay.
Where did I park my horse?
In the dooryard. At least that's what it's called here.
Oh, what?
In the dooryard.
Okay.
Where did you park your horse? In the dooryard. In the
Okay.
dooryard here is like the front yard.
So what are you doing here? Is this just the holes where the arms are going to come out and clip into the wall
That's
plate?
all it is. I'm just basically monkeying around, seeing what I can come up with. So, okay, hold on. I need to do math. What is this? 4 minus 70. 66. Yeah, I'm basically just goofing around, trying to, come up with something interesting or unique, whatever. Which, is fun.
Hawk, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one.
Oh, you shouldn't.
You'd probably be better off buying the new sink.
Well, I agree, but
UTSA pretty hat as hats go.
it's a pretty hat.
Yes, making a mess. Yes, better buying a new sink.
It's a pretty hat. It's so pretty.
Instead of trying to make all those knockouts and everything, leave that plate completely flat. Get rid of all the knockouts. Make your 2 arms that you want to make.
Right.
Line them up, and then just do a combo cut. And it'll fit exactly.
But then you make it too easy, or sorry, not too easy, but you make it too
Too easy. It would
Yeah.
be easier that way.
it would be.
Hi, Clyde, but I love lamp.
But I love lamp. Oh, you're good.
Ron, are you here?
I don't get it.
Get what?
I Clyde, but I love lamp.
Yeah, I didn't get that one either. Nah, this is just me goofing around to just see what I can come up with, to be honest. It's I don't know, it's fun. I mean, you ever wanted to design something stupid just because?
All the time.
Okay, good. I mean, I fully expect this to fail in like an epic amount of time, but I just figure, it's like, you know what? That's half the fun with the 3D printing stuff, is that you can like design and do stupid things and still have fun doing it. Mostly it's just an excuse to hang out because I haven't done a live stream in a while.
Yeah, I'm going to do a lot less of them.
I
want
just
to do a set time once a week or once every other week and just do it with somebody and, do like a 1-hour show instead of.
You need to watch Anchorman.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Hawkdeep, Proto, Facebook, Tears of Joy.
What?
Ron, guess what?
Or even like pre-record it and make it like a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that too.
And I really like the Melt Zone with Tom and Stefan.
Yep.
They do that really, really well.
Yeah, I've been trying to watch a bunch of different people, but there's so many really cool channels now.
Yeah, that's my problem is I get absolutely nothing done because I'd sit here and just watch YouTube all day long.
I know. It's ridiculous because it's just there's so many talented people. Plus, I've got all this other stuff getting ready to start happening, and I'm like, so it's
Can
just
you help
like,
Clyde? Please, Ron Llama is getting in the way with that hat.
what? But yeah, no, this, like I said, this is mostly just a hangout, just to kind of just talk about whatever. Granted, it's with purpose. I'm trying to accomplish a goal, and I do plan on doing exactly what you said, by the way. I'm just not doing it right now.
What? Just buy a new sink?
Well, no, doing the there we go. I don't know.
Doing a back support, just using like a C-clampy type thing.
Yeah, basically. Because that would be relatively easy to do on design like this.
Yeah, you basically just make a plate, make a cone going out to the faucet. You just have to figure out how far off the wall the faucet is.
Here, have a great
one. Wrap around and then a clamp. Done.
Do Hawk G Proto. I don't own the stream at PTD Facebook. Tears of joy.
Things are on sale, I hear. There actually is. I was just, what's funny about that is I've gotten like, where I do construction and everything, I always get like the sales for, like washing machines and appliances and all of those. And one of them was a big sale on sinks right now.
That's funny.
Well, the stainless steel and the porcelain sinks. God, I hate porcelain sinks. I don't know why people like them porcelain sinks. They're such garbage.
I think they're an acquired taste.
Oh, they look absolutely gorgeous when you first install them, but 2 years later, they look like mine.
Or apparently mine.
I'll take a stainless steel over a porcelain any day of the week. The porcelain just scratches too easy. I like, cast iron pans and pots and ceramics and, people don't realize is I worked as a 4-star chef for almost 10 years. I actually know how to cook.
That's cool, though.
But I like, between my brother, because my brother's a real chef. I mean, like, educated, did it for years, like a real live educated chef.
He's a real chef.
Between me and him, we have knives that are multiple hundreds of dollars and, all that kind of crap. Cast iron, everything. He's got most of the cast iron now because I can't really use it here. But they tear up a porcelain sink. You put a cast iron pan in the base of a porcelain sink, it's all over.
Oh, yeah.
Crap out of it. Same with ceramics. Like if you have them slow cooker crock pots, they all have the ceramic pan inside.
Yeah.
You put that in the sink, they're all raw. It's not glazed on the bottom. It's raw on the bottom. That scratches the porcelain up like crazy. 1 cup of coffee and all them scratches, and you got a black mark all over your sink, and you can't get it out. Oh yeah, all you can do is bleach it every day. Later, Hawk. We got to talk about a few things.
That's why. See, told you by all you read. All awesome. I am sorry for being an ass later, guys.
Too bad
you got to leave. Laters.
You're born and bred annoyance, man. That's what makes you fun.
You are not annoying at all.
Oh no, he's annoying.
I've never
thought annoying. So. You know what I mean? It's not like obnoxious annoying. There's a difference.
No, I think it's like, we get a lot of people that hang out with us, and it's just like, I absolutely think it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's all in good fun. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not trolling annoying. It's just Hawk annoying.
Exactly.
We were used to it, Hawk.
Yeah, I got so much to do, and now I'm gonna have to go and do it all again because I want to put my hard drive in here because this hard drive is really slow.
I think Hawk G Proto will be back.
I need to get an SSD is what I need
to get. The cowboy is calling me a
well, that's what I had. That's the only reason the old one lasted so long is because I have a hybrid in it. It's 500 SSD, 500 bladder. And these are on sale right now. Like $80. 1 terabyte.
Oh, that's not bad.
For a hybrid. Like I said, it's a hybrid. It's either 250 or 500 gig SSD, and then the rest is, and you have to set it up. See, I had it set up so my startup drive was just all SSD. So I hit the start button, and it literally like 30 seconds, my computer's all up and running. And then put all the crap on the regular side of it.
Oh, it's not gonna let me move that. It's not gonna let me move it.
Nope, not when you're in a sketch. You can't move stuff in a sketch.
Oh, I did not know that. That explains why I have.
You can move the whole sketch, but you really don't want to. The move tool is more for placing solid objects when you want to make a. You really shouldn't move your modeling equipment. If you need to move it, you need to redraw it in the correct spot.
No.
That's a good point.
Facebook Tears of Joy. Facebook Tears of Joy.
Because it screws up your timeline.
Well, what I need to do is I need the top of the circle to be here because I need to. It's got to be a 35. Oh, actually, what I can copy that and paste it, right?
Yeah, you can. But again, pardon my French, it screws with your timeline. You're better off drawing it. So if you need to edit anything, when you go back, you can re-edit it. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me see if I can get the reference right then.
Do the 2-point circle.
Oh, I could do that. Well, I was doing it as a spline, but
Yeah, do a 2-point circle or a 3-point circle even. We'll do it.
well, let's do the 3-point circle then.
And then you can come off of there. You can go down to your point, and then you can drag it out to whatever size you want.
Wow.
I would if we say Hawk D Proto X times, he will come back.
Now you gotta say Buzzard 3D Proto 3 times, because then he gets pissed off when he comes back. That you're calling him a buzzard. That's why I keep calling him Buzzard 3D Proto.
God.
Yeah, I just think doing a live stream with him or even a show with him, just like a half hour, once, twice a week, or once a week, or once every other week. I just think for one, having the two perspectives, because I know in Europe things are a lot different than they are here.
Yeah.
So, because that's the problem is all these most of these shows and streams are local. JT and the other guy, and they're good because he's in Australia. And
Yeah, D Proto.
what's his name is in where the hell is he? He's in like the Middle East or something, isn't he? What the hell's his name?
There's Duck 3D.
You haven't seen that? JT and the other guy?
I
The other
have.
guy's the one that builds those big ass tanks. I mean, huge. He's always
I've
building
heard-
like
I've
tanks and
heard
operating machines, and I mean, we're talking like huge. Like it took him like a month just to print the tread for this last tank because there's so many parts and it's so big. Spain, is that where it's from? Yeah.
Are you talking about Ivan Miranda? No.
Chickadee 3D Proto. Yeah, Duck 3D Proto. I like Chickadee though. Chickadee or Buzzard. There's just something about the word Buzzard. Just, the tone of voice when you say the word, you can't help but go Buzzard.
Yeah, Ivan is from Spain.
Ivan, yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say because
Spain.
Because
Ian.
JP and the other guy is Ivan.
Ivan.
nice. Okay, now I
HES
got
from
you.
Spain.
You got to watch it. They're fun to watch. It's hard to understand them sometimes because
Ivan is.
has such a thick Australian accent, and then you have Ivan that can barely speak English at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well-
Buzzard D Proto.
James Bruton did a collab with Ivan at one point.
Yeah, well, they do a weekly show every Wednesday morning, I think it is. The two of them do it. Like I said, JT's from Australia and Ivan's from wherever he's from, Spain. And it gives you a different perspective because, we always think of everything US based and how we do things. And there's a lot of restrictions and differences and the way things operate over in Europe. in other countries that, you know,
Yeah.
we don't really pay attention to. Because, I mean, even when Tom Stefan do everything, if you ever listen to him, everything is always based on U.S. currency. You know, when they say how much something's cost, it's not, you know, how many euros it is or how many German, you know, knickerbockers, whatever the German cash is. I don't know what the hell it is, but, you know, it's always U.S. dollars.
Yeah.
Where I think, like, if me and Hawk or me and, you know, someone in Europe, you know, where you get that different across the pond perspective to some things.
Well,
I just think it would add some interest to the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think there's a lot of really cool ideas for collabs and stuff that I think a lot of people would benefit from.
Man, I've been watching the first layer too, because just where they're from Canada, just every once in a while you're like, oh, I never realized that was an issue in another country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, dude?
I have no idea. I need to match this radius from here.
So click on the circle.
Yeah.
And go up and do offset. Sketch, offset. Sketch.
Under
You're
create.
still in the sketch. In a sketch. Offset.
The whole world, do you know, ESNT, use the dollar.
Boom. Drag it out to where you want it.
I'm still learning how to use this program, and it's fantastic, but
yeah.
It just,
well, see, I mean, I'm all pretty much self-taught, but I took a lot of drafting when I was in high school and junior high school and college.
Dollar differate to the dollar.
So a lot of this stuff just makes sense to me. The one thing I'm having a hard time is I'm just starting to learn this kind of crap here, you know, the offsets, because I started using it because it makes editing later down the line a lot easier. You know, all you have to do now is adjust that 135 millimeter inner circle, and everything else will pan with it.
yeah.
You know, you can change that offset. Okay, 8 millimeters might not be enough. So.
It's Spanish.
But you are correct. Yes, the Canadian dollar is definitely different than the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, I mean, it's why I want to do some like out of country. And I mean, there's already a couple of people that do like the Canadian U.S., but even that is still. I mean, Canada and U.S. aren't that much different. There's financial differences, but that's about it.
Maybe I need to
So
change
you want to make that a hook?
dollar to yen.
Basically, yeah.
You got a line drawn in the center, or is that just the measurement?
No, that's an actual line right now, just so I could half these circles.
Yeah, we'll do the trim. Hit T.
Oop, hold on. What is this? Oh, I'm afraid to ask. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Oh my God.
Spam call, hit the T key.
Robocall!
Hit the T key.
The T key?
The T key.
What the heck is a T key?
The one letter T on your keyboard, not your phone. Put your damn phone down.
Oh.
This is going to be all blocky and crap.
What are you talking about? Hold on, let me make sure I'm in the right window.
The letter T. Go up to the top of that circle.
Yeah.
The top of the circle. The actual line. And it should be able to trim it. No, just the line. Just the actual line. There you go. Click. Gone. Do it in the middle one. Click. Gone.
I can do this one too.
Yep. Click. Gone.
Nice.
You can actually do the center.
My internet cut out.
Now you have your hook.
Mind.
What up, dude? See, this is why I like, just hanging out with you, because it's like you help me like learn
I
stuff.
send spam to my voice Mac that makes a fax noise.
You'll see a lot of errors here and there because a lot of those lines were reference lines.
Yeah.
And if you actually need them, you redraw them. And see up in the right-hand corner of your selections palette? Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
At the very top, it says construction line.
Yeah.
If you make one of those construction lines, they don't do anything but be used for measurement. Measurements.
Actually, I was talking about that. Yeah. I was talking or saying that earlier when I was first starting this, because I was doing that. But because you taught me that actually. But this one, I hadn't done it on this part, so.
Yeah, construction lines are still good. Like, you've lost all orientation to that 35 millimeter thing of the circle. If you were to edit that now, it probably would just go wonky on you without having a reference point. I mean, you can extrude it, but if you went to edit that and make it say 37 inches or 37 millimeters, it might freak out on you without a reference.
It's like this little blip right here. That's going to be an issue, but I'll just smooth it out with something.
Yeah, just.
And this, I got to do something.
You can actually fix that now.
Which part?
Just do another offset of that half line and just bring it into it. Don't trim it. You gotta escape out to get to the trim. Get your escape key.
There we go.
Just do another offset and make that one. Actually, before you do that, make that half round a construction line. So you're just using it as a reference. And then offset it. And that way it doesn't screw with you. And then just drag that thing back and forth until it lines up with your corner. See the little blue dragger there? Yeah.
I think that looks better.
Yeah.
Nice. See, you are like a wealth of information. That's why I love having you, talk to me about stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, I keep finding Fusion so easy, but again, I did so much drafting and that kind of stuff when I was younger in school.
Oh, yeah, it's not going to let me do that, is it?
You don't have something not closed. Something's not lined up somewhere closing the object. I'm going to guess that's not it because those are all going over. That's all. So it's got to be over on the other end. I bet there's a point where it doesn't meet. Like right there in that upper corner, right there somewhere. No, that's meeting.
Nah, I don't know if it's.
Yeah, but it's overlapping. Well, hit that point and go over to your sketch palette. Just that point right there. Go over to your sketch palette and say coincidence, and it will line up to that line. The sketch palette over and to the side. And I can't see anymore because you dragged it off.
It's not. Yeah, it's not there right now.
Well, how do you lose that? You need that.
It always disappears when I go out of sketch.
Oh, you're not in a sketch right now. You have to be in the sketch to do that. That's why. I keep thinking you're still in the sketch.
Anyone having problems with Focal Blade updating?
You can always do the extrude inside the sketch too.
All right, now I got to figure out how to get back into the sketch. Hold on.
You go down to the timeline, down at the bottom. Where's your timeline?
I'm in sketch mode now, so we're good.
Why don't you have a timeline?
It's down there. It's on the bottom.
Oh, you're covering it. That's why.
Well, not on purpose, but.
No, I know. It's just your window's covering it. So go over and click that point.
Yeah,
just the actual point.
Yep. Oops.
Tell it to coincidence. And then click the line. And it should line right up. Not that line, but that one, yeah. Do it to the other corner, too. The corner not closed. Zoom right in on that and make sure it's closed.
What the?
Yeah, nope. See, there's your opening.
Yeah, it looks like there's an opening there. Hold on. I don't know.
Oh, that looks closed to me.
It does.
Just trace out the lines. Literally start following the lines and make sure everything. Do the coincidence there to make sure it is.
It's not giving me a.
Click on the line. Not that one. That one.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Although, I mean, I could do it the other way too.
Hey, rotate around. Make sure that's not floating behind you on a lower.
Oh, that's a good point. All right, hold on a sec. Let me.
Make sure you're not on a third plane.
Yep, that wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that. Oops. So hard to get the.
Yeah. No, it's on the same plane. I don't see why it's not connecting.
Probably because I deleted something I didn't want to delete. I don't know.
No, but everything's closed. Triple click on that line. Any of those.
Wait, did you say triple click?
Yep. Yeah, so they're not linked. If you triple click it, the whole outline should select. Something's not linked there. Something's not closed.
Well, let's see where this line ends. It should show.
That might be it right there. You might not have gone quite enough to close that.
Ah,
there it is.
There it is. Ain't that something?
And you probably want to redo that offset so it actually goes, because I don't think you can drag it there. There it is. That filled it in. You still have that lip, though.
Yeah, which I may be able to. Nope.
Social Blade updating? I don't even know what Social Blade is.
That's that thing that you can like monitor your channel with.
Oh, is that thing that comes up? I think I did that. It comes up and says who's been following you on Twitter.
It gives you the number of people that are following you in general.
Yeah, it does Twitter and YouTube and all of them, but it posts on Twitter once a week or whatever.
Right.
Who followed you this week on Twitter?
What I can do.
You can't do an offset off of an offset. You have to go back to the original item.
That's good to know.
You should probably just delete that other one if you're gonna.
That's a good point as well.
And that little line.
I think that was, and then there might be one more actually.
Yeah, I think you drew some crap on the other side, but
yeah, I did. So I gotta go back and find it. Oops.
Zoom way the hell out.
Too far, too far.
That's all right.
What is
You should
that?
be good there.
That's
that should auto repair. That's just a measurement link. Sweep.
Swoop. I like a swoop. I'm still getting used to this mouse too. Social Blade updating.
Drag it over. And I would actually leave it just inside so you know it closes. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
Don't try and bring it right out to the edge. Leave it just inside like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll still have to connect the line, but at least it'll close it.
Say okay. Now I can just go bleep, and then bleep, and we're done. All right. Oh well, yeah. Come on, my computer's freaking out. It's going. Oh my god, what'd you do? Hopefully that won't become an issue.
No, it's working.
Boom, I like that.
No, you just extrude it.
And then I extrude the other one to subtract it. So this one, well, wrong way.
Yeah, don't even hit a number unless you want a certain number. You want to just go down to that equal bottom face?
Yep. Oh, that's right.
Delete the number. Delete that number, because now that you've entered a number, it can't be there. And all you got to do is spin around and click on it. You don't even have to change anything. All you have to do is spin around and click on that face. And it will automatically know now. The latest update makes it so it automatically knows.
All right.
Click that. Go down. It doesn't matter now. Go down and hit the bottom face of the main board.
Oh, that one?
Yep.
Ah, there we go.
Auto extrude to it.
Cool.
That's kind of new. You used to have to go in and actually tell it you want to do that. Now, since the newest one, if you click on that face, it'll just assume you want to extrude to it. You can do the same thing, flip it over and click on the other side, and it'll automatically cut it.
I'm loving that. That's awesome. Oh my God, that's awesome.
No, I bet you still got a solid line there from the looks of it. Oh, no, I don't see one.
Oh, look, Ron's in.
Yeah, I found your secret link.
Yes. It's like, where's
The
Waldo?
secret, not so secret link?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it sent
Like
me
my
the link.
birdie project, the secret, not so secret project?
Well, he sent me the link, and it's like, well, where did you send the link to? You know, didn't tell me.
Oh, and it's okay, Scala. Don't worry about it, buddy. You're not really missing much except for me being in making a you know what out of myself. But that's a daily thing, so it's all good. I choose to be different. Oops. I think that's round enough, don't you? Looks
Sure.
good. You're like, why are you still pursuing this?
Yeah, it's just,
I know.
you're better off just buying a new sink, dude.
I can get the proper tool. It's just this is, I mean, I can actually use this for a lot of things. So this is actually kind of amusing. And it looks kind of cool, actually.
Yeah,
like
it's
you
gonna
built
look
the
really
hook.
hokey all coming off your freaking wall on your kitchen now.
Is what?
It's gonna look hokey on your wall in the kitchen.
I don't care.
If I saw that and I walked into somebody's house, I'd be like, "Oh crap!"
Well,
How
it's
many
okay.
other things are hokey in the house?
Well, yeah, there's
Like
that.
my water system. I am not a plumber. I've redone my. I just put a new water tank in, like, well, almost a month now. I've had to redo it like 3 times, and it's still got a couple leaks in it.
Yeah, I just put
It's
in
not
the
a plumber.
sink. I went in with a hand cutter and had to cut off the original copper plumbing that was under the sink because it all mounted to the underside of the faucet. And that's the reason I hadn't fixed it yet, is because I had no way to loosen that up. I had to cut the pipe. So shut the water off at the sink and then cut the pipe to find out that the valves no longer held the water back completely.
Oh, yeah, because you got the old regular everyday blue twisty nut valves, huh?
Yeah. So I had to go
Yeah.
down.
First thing you gotta do is replace those things. Put ball valves in.
I don't have to because I used shark bites.
Yeah.
And they have valves on them.
Oh, you bought the valved ones. Well, that is
Yeah.
ball valve.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I use too. I put shark bites on.
The faucet itself came with the gasket and the thread.
Yep.
So all I had to do was take the coupler and collar off the shark bite, throw that away, and then just screw directly to it.
Yep. Oh, you got the whole faucet sink shark bite.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Those things are
So
like $15-$16 a pop.
they were like $5.
No.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know how much. I can
They're
tell
like
you.
$15 a pop.
Hold on.
I mean, they're worth it. Don't get me wrong. It saves you so much time. I love shark bites. Everything I'm doing shark bites. Screw that freaking soldering and welding and
Right, exactly. Those were $9.72 a piece.
wow. I need to move. New England is way too expensive.
Yeah, half-inch shark bite.
They're $15 a pop here, no matter what. At least.
Oh no, Ryan from the top rope. Shark bite.
Oh God, I love the shark bite. The press to fits.
Oh yeah.
So sweet, and you do have to watch them because
Shark bite, ho ha ha.
Oh my
They are
god.
they are not 15, 20 year. They're 5 year.
What, the shark bites?
Yeah, shark bites are about a 5 year lasting before they start
I
bleeding. And the good thing is they won't just pop and start leaking. They ooze. When they start going, you'll notice it won't drip. It'll just be, everything will be wet around it because the seal starts oozing.
didn't know that because my buddy's had he's got a radiant floor system that has those in it.
Radiant floor.
Yep, Impex
With
tubing.
Oh, he'll be fixing his floor.
Well, it hasn't started leaking yet, so
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when shark bites came out, but
They've actually been in Push to Fit's been around a long time in Europe.
but he hasn't had
Europe gets all the stuff way before we do.
yeah, but he hasn't had any issues. Well, it's like that. What was that? I like to make stuff. He did the. He was talking about that German engineered watertight barrier that goes behind your, when you're tiling.
Yeah. There's a lot of that because they're just so much more. The Germans and the Scandinavians and all of those that are in heavier snow than we are areas, they just their insulation. They use wood pulp insulation, which is like wicked awesome.
Well, we use cellulose here.
Yeah, cellulose is terrible. I mean, cellulose is a great insulator. The problem is people don't realize, like blown in, it settles. If you blow it into your wall, like 5 years down the road, there'll be like a 4-inch gap at the top of the wall. It's great for attics. Fiberglass settles too. People don't realize fiberglass settles over time.
Yep.
Believe it or not, the best stuff I've seen so far is the blue jeans. The recycled blue jean stuff is great.
I've heard about it.
And foam, spraying foam. Spraying foam's wicked awesome, but even that, man, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but that stuff bakes in the sun. It starts doing that dry, powdery breakdown thing after a while.
Oh, the spray
foam. It's UV. It's not UV. It's just the heat. Because it's not UV when you put it behind your siding.
I prefer Roxol.
Yeah, Roxol's all right too. It's just kind of nasty crap to work with. Like fiberglass. I hate fiberglass. They keep talking about how asbestos is so bad for you. I cannot imagine fiberglass being worse for you than asbestos. That stuff is nasty if you get it in your face.
No, that stuff kills me.
John.
Especially the old stuff. I mean, my sinuses are still destroyed from it.
Oh, and it breaks down. It cooks in the sun.
INHE.
Whoa. Weird.
I should check my wall right behind me because that's the south side. I resided this,
You do it.
20 years ago, and I put a 1/2-inch layer of foam underneath the siding.
I've got nothing behind this wall. That's where my chimney is that I got to knock out. And I've got more than a 3-foot space behind this wall of nothing.
There's no insulation in the wall?
Nope.
Why?
Not in that one. Well, there's only like 3 feet of wall in there that's not insulated.
Yeah, but why?
Because they built this side of the house as an addition.
And you still insulate it.
Yeah, well, this house didn't have any insulation except for this new side here. And even that was kind of meh.
What the hell is this, like a 1400s house or something you're living in?
It's more than 100 years old.
Oh, that explains it.
Yep.
Well, you can do blown in. Blown in's reasonably cheap, and it works beautifully for. You only got to do is go back in about 5 years, and I always cut like 4 inches of sheetrock and re-stuff on top.
Well, we've cut our fuel usage for propane in half just doing the attic.
Oh yeah, all your 90% of people don't realize you can leave your walls uninsulated if you insulate your ceiling. That's like half of your heat losses right up to the roof.
Yeah. So that's been nice. Oh, I'm gonna keep it called the Hook. Why not? Oh my God, what are you doing, mouse?
You're killing me with this thing, dude. That is so freaking hokey.
I know. It really is.
Oh my God. Now the only thing you screwed up is you got to back arc it. You got to back cane it because the other one's going to go the other way and they're not going to line up with the sink faucet.
Correct. I did realize that afterwards.
You got to corner it.
I wasn't going to say it until I wasn't going to say it
Or
at
just
all.
all you got to really do is angle that so they both go off like in a V from that plate instead of S-cornering it because the S-corner is going to make it even weaker.
Hold on. I'm not an engineer.
No, we haven't noticed.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah, I am.
Actually, you're not. You made that a separate component, right?
Yep.
Just grab it and rotate it. And then just do a combined cut. And it'll remake the slot for you.
Well, the slot should be fine regardless of what orientation it's in.
No, because it's going to go into an angle when you rotate it. If you rotate that whole thing and then do a combined cut.
Okay, hold on a sec. Let's first off, let me get the body. Oops, sorry. No, I want the hook. Okay, what was I doing?
You're going to just rotate it. Rotate it from the single. Speak, Tom. Rotate it from the center. Or from the joint, actually. Just move. Go up to your move, rotate.
Yeah, I was looking for the rotate. I only saw move copy, but
You got to go up into your modify. Move copy. You can rotate with the move copy.
Oh, that's right. You can. Duh. Now,
the one thing you want to do is relocate your center. You want to bring the center down to the plate, not in the center of the center, if that makes sense. Your pivot point.
Okay, well, how do I do that?
You got to click your where's pivot point. I can't really read it because it's getting all foggy on me, but one of those is relocate pivot point or change pivot point or.
You mean set pivot?
Yeah, there you go.
Just click that.
Yep. And then move it around to wherever you want it.
I had it for a second there, but
if you hold your control or command key down, it won't lock onto anything anymore. Although that's probably a good spot right there. No, just rotate it.
Let's see. Oops.
Why is it not rotating? Change it to move body, not the components.
What the?
Yep, that's what you want. Just not selecting that one. You want to select the arm. Go over to your left timeline thingy and select it. Open the bodies. Drop down to the body.
Well, I've got it right there. It's
no, that's your component. You have a component. You don't have the body selected.
Oh, okay, I got you. Ah,
now you can do it.
Okay.
Something's locked that I don't know about.
Well,
close the plate body. Even though it's not highlighted, make it disappear in your left timeline browser thingy. The actual plate. Yes, that. Now try it. I'm wondering if it's locked because of that. Nope. I don't know why it's not letting you rotate it.
Abba-dopa-noba. That's all right. I only got a couple minutes left before I got to get off anyway. But hey, you know,
you probably copy paste it and then rotate the paste and then delete that one. You're better off starting from scratch.
Well, I'm probably gonna end up having to redesign it anyway. What I should have done, yeah. But anyway, like I said, it is what it is, right? It was.
That it is. It is what it is, and that's what it is.
Yep. And it's the first time I've ever tried doing like something coming in through a back plate. You know, basically like two components. So it'll be interesting to see if I could even print this and make it work to begin with. So
I don't see why you can't. I don't see it being strong enough to do anything. I see the plastic just breaking away.
yeah.
Any real force is put on it. I mean, it'll definitely assist.
Well, it's not really designed to like hold the entire load. It's only taking the faucet from its slack point to its normal point. So there's not going to be a huge amount of pressure on it, but it's still, I mean, possible it'll have some exertion.
Anyway.
Yeah.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got to get off here too. So
Yeah. I'm going to take my father to the doctor's at 2.
hey, but you know what? I appreciate you all the same. And giving me crap. It makes it more fun and enjoyable.
Did you turn off Douchebot, or is nobody harassing us no more?
No, Douchebot is acting weird. Douchebot's like working when it wants to.
How do you even do that?
Oh, Douchebot?
Yeah.
Go to the www.speechchat.com.
Oh.
And
I could probably do it on the Mac just by using the standard Mac text-to-speech.
well, this speech chat goes right into the stream.
I wonder if this will work on this.
Like I don't actually have an input for it in OBS. It actually does it directly to the stream.
Hang on a second. I want to see if I can do this. This might be funny because I have voices. Although I don't anymore. Software accessibility.
What? We got no audio coming from your anymore from the Douchebot?
Speech turned on.
There it goes.
You guys probably can't hear this, huh?
Well, it's more funny when you can hear it, but yes,
Well, I'm just because I got everything.
Shark butt.
Escape option.
https://www.yahoo.com/live_chat?.
So it won't read the.
I send scan to my voice Mac that makes a fax noise.
You guys can't hear that though, huh?
You can hear it a little bit.
No, it didn't do the whole thing. It just does the one line. I'm just doing the text to speech right off the chat window. Oh crap!
Yeah, but I can also do this where. Hold on, let me pull up my chat.
Now, are you running through OBS or OSB or whatever the hell it is?
Hi, other John. Hello, Tom.
See, I can actually change the voice through speech chat as well.
Yeah, well, I got some like hysterical ones.
Oh yeah, we've had so much fun with.
Literally for the people don't realize Mac has text to speech and dictation and writing all of that built in. It always has. Like everyone gets this Dragon thing.
Flooded a bit sour.
It's built into Mac OS.
Yeah,
It's
well,
been built in since like Mac OS 6.
Yeah, I mean Microsoft has the same thing. It's been involved. It's been in there for more than 15 years.
Yeah.
But it's just that it's most people don't bother using it unless it's an accessibility thing.
Yeah. Well, the Mac one actually works pretty well too. But there's a voice called Deranged that is just hilarious. Matter of fact, I used it in what video did I use it in? Oh, my breaking stick things. When I went, multiple times later, I actually used the Deranged Mac voice to read the it said like many tries later. It was like many tries later because it was a strange voice.
Well, hopefully you got that taken
Original
care of,
Macintosh. So glad to get out of that box.
Rover.
Better RETRE.
My Macintoshes.
Yeah, I gotta.
As long as I can keep them running, I'll take Mac OS. I hate the hardware, but I love the OS. Mac OS is way better than Windows in every way, shape, and form.
Yep,
Hardware sucks.
I just have what I have because it works.
It Linux.
Linux
From
is
Steve
too
Jobs'
restricted
keynote.
for a lot of what I do.
It is Linux. And one of these days, I'm going to learn Linux.
Well, I start with something. Well, Linux actually isn't that bad. It just has such a cool hierarchy and structure that it's, it's got so much flexibility in what you can.
Well, Mac is Linux.
You can lock it down.
Macs are Linux.
Well, I mean, Linux is Linux. Linux is open source.
Yeah, no, Linux is kind
Common
of.
Cat works in Linux.
The funny thing is everyone's converting to it because you realize even freaking Windows is talking about going to a Linux space for security reasons.
Well, I mean, Linux has always been, what you go to for that because there's so many operating systems that are based on it.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is here we are, we had the Mac OS and Windows and DOS and all of those. You realize Linux is the original computer language? Like, it is the oldest computer language ever.
Well, DOS.
I should say that DOS is actually the first one.
DOS was just literally disk operating system.
Yeah.
It didn't
Linux is what ran on the tape drives back in the 50s and 60s. That's how they read the tape drives. DOS came around when we went to floppy disks.
Because then they had MS-DOS after that, which was what Microsoft licensed.
Which is Microsoft version of DOS.
Right. Unit?
Actually, Unit.
I mean, I've messed with, what is it, SUSE Linux?
Yeah, Unix is the original, yes. But
Fedora.
Unix and Linux are very similar. No, they're not exactly the same. I understand that, but they're very similar in their structure.
Oh, Unix. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Unix is actually the original computer operating firmware, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, well, it's had such a large community. It's very similar to the 3D printing community for software.
Yeah.
Well,
all the big, everything we're doing right now is Linux based. All your servers are mostly Linux based. They're either Windows NT or Unix based or Linux based.
Well, it's more efficient.
All your servers are Linux.
Because you don't need a G or you don't need a GUI for it, really. You just need something to run code.
Well, they have some good GUIs now. GNOME is supposedly really good. I started playing with it the other day, but.
Well, I played with SUSE when it first came out. That actually wasn't bad.
My problem is they're just so limited in what you can do with them because nobody writes anything for them. There's no.
Yeah, well, it's like the gaming stuff. It's like if I had anything other than the machine I have now, I wouldn't be able to do some of the betas that I do. And, I'm getting ready to start a new, there's a VR that I'm going to be beta testing here shortly, and it's like, I wouldn't be able to do it on a Mac system.
Actually, you can because Mac will run Windows.
It won't, but it won't run. The emulator can't handle this kind of data.
You can run Mac OS native on a Mac. You can run Windows OS native on a Mac.
Then
You can
Linux
dual boot
Max
the
OS
unit.
daughter DOS stepchild.
Don't have to do it through an emulator. You can actually run Windows. You can load Windows directly onto a Mac hardware and just run Windows on it.
But why would you
don't have
do
to
that?
do it through an emulator.
Yeah, but why would you do that? It's dual booting.
Yeah, well, then you can run either or.
That'd be like putting Mac operating system on a Windows computer.
I think that would be awesome. I wish Mac would go to just making OSs and screw the hardware, because their hardware has just gotten so out of date, it's garbage. I wish
Yeah.
they'd make a OS that ran on a PC.
No, that's just the stripped down client, and I don't even think they have the current version. The problem is again, it's licensing. It's like, why would you buy a second license for a machine you've already spent thousands of dollars on? So
Yeah. And there's the gist of it all, that the Macs are just not, the hardware is just not there. I mean, I so wanted, when that new Mac Mini was being introduced and talked about, everyone's like, oh, it's going to be so great. And it's a freaking i3 for $800. Come on.
yeah,
With soldered in, I mean, yeah, sure, it's an SSD drive, but it's a tiny little itty bitty freaking drive. The memory, and they're like, oh, we went back to DIMMs so you can replace your memory. Yeah, it's like a freaking 2-hour process, and you got to hire somebody to get to your freaking memory card. It's buried so deep. I mean, come on. My old Mac Mini, I could take it apart and put memories and hard drives in it in 10 minutes.
all right.
Canadian maker project ran out barefooted that water is
No reason to lock the machine down like they do.
All right, well, to the rest of you on the stream, I'm killing the stream now. So thanks for hanging for this, and we'll do some kind of wrap up at some point when we figure out whether or not this
What the
works.
hell are you doing?
So, hey, thanks for being here, Ron. Thanks for being here, Tom. And if you guys, anybody not watched or that's in the channel, check out your Canadian Maker Project on YouTube and Mr. Llama, which I got to get.
The 3D printing llama.
I always want to call you Tommy Llama. Sorry.
Well, that's my original name. I have Tom Llama. The problem is I had Tom Llama back when I had fastermac.com for a server,
Yeah.
which went away. And the only way I can change it, the only way I can get my Tom Llama account back is by having them email a non-existent server to get my password again. Because if you look up, there's a Tom Llama. It's me. I have like mountain bike videos and stuff on it.
So you guys will see you later.
Here.
Thanks for hanging.